What is up, YouTube tool tubers of the world? My name is Brad. Welcome to the workbench. Today we're going to look at the Forrest 40-tooth Woodworker II general purpose saw blade. There's been a lot of talk about this blade, about how good it is, but today we're not only going to talk about it, I'm going to show you with a variety of species that are within its recommended capacity and even some that are outside the recommended capacity. Not only will I tell you the features, but you can take a look at the actual cuts and decide for yourself if this blade is worth the money. Alright guys, so this is the Forrest Woodworker II 40-tooth blade. And they sent this to me for review. I've been using it for probably a little over 3 months now. It's a 40-tooth blade, which makes it a general purpose blade. It is a full kerf blade, which means that this carbide here is 1/8 of an inch thick. Perfectly 1/8. Let's spin it. We'll pick this one now. 1/8. I mean, the precision on these blades has truly impressed me. The other thing to take note of when you're buying a blade like this is what you're going to use it for. This isn't the tooth pattern on this is an alternating top bevel. You'll see it written as ATB, and all that means, if you look up here at the top as the blade's coming down, you'll see this tooth is angled to the left, or my left. This one's to the right. Next one to the left, to the right, left, right. And that it just keeps going that way. So that makes this blade great for cross-cutting and for ripping thinner material, but not so good for precision dados. It also has a 20-degree face hook, which is this angle here when it's coming down and impacting the material. There's a lot of better videos out there on YouTube that explain how this these angles impact your work and all the different grind patterns they have for saw blades. So I definitely suggest, if you're really interested in those, check them out. It's definitely good information to learn. We're just not going to go through that. That's not what this video is about. What I'm good at is showing you what this thing does, and we're going to do that right now with a bunch of rip cuts. This Forrest blade, you're recommended no more than 2-inch thick material. You got your regular old 2x pine, which is actually 1.5 inch, 1x pine, which is really 3/4. I got some actual 1-inch oak. I milled this down myself. Some 3/4 inch oak. So it'll be really interesting to see how it gets through this really knotted up crazy area. I quarter sawed this, by the way, but it is scrap. You can even do plywood. Now this is just sandy pine, but I really want to show you all the edge that it leaves. Oh, and then we're also going to definitely go above the limits just a little bit and see how it does on this 2 1/4 inch oak. All right, let's get to ripping. Alright guys, I hope that was fun for you. So let's just take a real quick look at them. The 1-inch pine, or truly 3/4, went through there like butter. And if I sanded that with 220, I'd probably rough it up. 1.5 inch or 2x pine, same story. Nice, smooth 3/4 inch oak. Oh yeah, with this piece, I wanted to rip through this knot, but when I put it against the fence, this side just wasn't square enough. I didn't feel like I could safely do it. It is still smooth, nice cut, and I still did get to some nasty, crazy stuff there at the end. 1-inch oak, same story. The plywood, I tried to do a thin rip, that way y'all could see the change exiting. I don't know if it came up on camera. I'm hoping it's showing up now. How nice this came out. I mean, no issues, no splinters, you know, no. Usually with plywood, you'll get one end that's kind of nasty. This was the 2 1/4 inch oak. I was extremely impressed by this cut. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I knew it could cut this. I actually went up to even 3-inch of this stock, which I did it in multiple cuts, and I got some burning. The recommendation is not to go over 2 inches with this. For oak this thick and hard, that is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful cut. In one pass, mind you. So I'm very happy with the ripping capabilities of this blade. Go ahead and start doing some crosscuts now. We'll go through these a little quicker and just show you the end result. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the cross cutting. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful crosscut sled. If you're interested in how to make a sled this daggone beautiful, check out the rest of my channel. The 1x pine, no problem at all. Nice smooth cut. 2x pine, just like the other one. This one, I went ahead and made 2 cuts because I wanted to go right through this nasty, nasty area. Beautiful cut. And no surprise, another beautiful cut. The 3/4 inch, I tried to take a nice tiny shaving off, and just with the, just like with the rip cut, cross cut provided results so good, there is no need to sand that. 2 1/4, no burning, smooth, 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 inside of my arm. It doesn't hurt at all, no fear of splinters. Look at the shine it kind of gives it. The 1x I had a little fun with. This was the first cut to see how thin of a strip I could cut, and that is super, super thin. We're gonna just take it up and hold it up to the light. Isn't that awesome? For a blade that is not a cross-cutting blade, it is a general purpose blade. Rips and cuts everything from 1x pine, plywood, 2 1/4 inch oak. I don't know what more you can ask for. The only thing it does not do well is dados, and that's because of the alternate tooth pattern that we showed. There's no flat raker that comes through, or even just a regular flat top grind. So if you do a dado, this is an exaggerated drawing. That's basically what it's going to look like. This is going to be your hollow area. Now, like when I've used it in the shop, I didn't care. It's shop furniture. But if you're going to be using this for something nice or a box joint, this blade isn't going to do it for you. But they do have a box joint blade. Alright guys, so I think if you are on the fence about getting this blade, this should show you what this blade is absolutely capable of. It is a little bit of a cost up front. Okay, it's a lot of cost up front. Yeah, it's a punch in the gut. But even when this blade starts going dull, you can send it back in to get resharpened for about the cost of a new Diablo blade. I think, and it's dependent upon tooth count, but I think this 40 tooth one is going to be about 25 to 30 bucks to get it resharpened, and then they make sure everything is nice and straight and kosher with it, and then they send it right on back to you. I say if you've got room in the pocketbook, pick one up. You will not be disappointed in the results you get from this blade. No doubt about it. I say that with all the confidence in the world. It's a USA made blade. I'll leave a link in the description. where you can pick one up. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got enough information to make a decision on your own. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down there, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace!
Peace!
Peace!